Yo, hello, and welcome to today's stream. Hello. Yo, bienvenidos al stream de hoy. Eso es todo. Ya está. Adiós al stream de hoy. Ya, toca lunes de dolor. It's not over yet. It's been Monday today, so we're gonna be drawing. Oh, we're not gonna be drawing. We're gonna be. I'm a little bit out of it today, so I don't know how long the stream is gonna be. I'm tired. I'm tired from the past days because I went to visit family. Now that I'm home, I'm ready to go back to stream. So, yo, hello everyone! Yo, desde, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to... Let's go. Let us continue the chibis. Yo, Luis, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Happy No Pain Monday! But it is Pain Monday! What do you mean No Pain Monday? What are we doing today if it's not Pain Monday? What are we even doing here? So, let's go! Let us start painting. I'm gonna try to do at least 2 today. Usually, my goal is to finish 3 of them, but with these designs. These next characters, a lot of them, like this one, and especially this last one over here, these designs are gonna be really something. So for now, I'm gonna set my goal as characters. We're gonna see if we can finish them. Yomi is too strong. I'm gonna try to be strong enough at least. Let's go. Art fight feels no pain or fear. I have definitely surprised myself with how much I've been able to do this month. Like, holy shit. Usually, since I'm always focusing on like game depth, like finishing the things I've got to finish, I hadn't drawn as much. Wait a second. Would you look at that? I'm gonna continue talking in a moment, but would you look at that? Do you see what this means? This means that weeks ago, I did not realize that I was painting on the wrong layer. But a thing to find out right now. Yay! Anyway, let's fix that real quick and man, let's go. It's all fine. We can fix this easily. Let's go. So what was I saying? Yeah, I definitely surprised myself with how much I've been able to draw this month, because usually I'm always very focused on continuing my projects and all the things that I have to do, like commissions and all that stuff. But this month that I've been focusing mostly on drawing for Art Fight, I've been able to finish 8 drawings. 8! It had been years since the last time I had finished so many drawings in a month. Like, is that my full power? 8 drawings in a month! I'm very proud, honestly. Really happy with what I've been able to do this Art Fight. Next year, I'm gonna try to do even more. Hopefully I'll have become even faster. I finished one of the drawings around the beginning of the week, I think. Some days ago it was. I finished the 8th drawing, and I've got another one that I want to finish before the month ends. So maybe it's gonna be 9 drawings. I'm not sure if I'll be able to finish it on stream. I really wanted to do one last fight stream if I could, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to with the schedule I've got. Unless I do it tomorrow or on Wednesday, probably gonna be a bit short of on time. I could try to do it on Thursday, like all the other Art Fight streams, but I feel like Thursday is the last day of the month, so maybe I'm gonna be a little bit short on time with that. We'll see. If I've got it almost done, because I'm gonna continue it off stream meanwhile, if I am almost done with it by then, I will try to finish it on stream. Because, you know, I want to do a little bit more of art fighting on stream before the month ends, hopefully. If I can finish 9 drawings this month, I think I can fully end art fight really proud. Happy Wrath Month end. No, I'm gonna be proud now. So we're going back to Pride Month. Yeah, happy Wrath Month end. That's true. It was Wrath Month this month. It was Art Fight Month. Too warm. Yomi, please use ghost power to make it cold. I wish I could do that, but the weather is stronger than me. It's also really hot here. I hate it. Wow. I want it to be cold again. I miss winter so much. Please bring back winter soon. I'm so tired of summer already. Man. Now, after art fight ends, gotta get back to work on a lot of things. I'm gonna have to work on the what's the asset package. I wanted to make an asset pack. Sell a niche. Maybe also on coffee. I could also put it on coffee. I don't know if you guys have seen the mess that has been going on with Itch.io lately. That has been really something. I really hope that something can be done about it, because ooh, a little bit scary. Fortunately, none of my games have been affected, but a lot of developers have been affected by what's been going on in the past days. Right, I fixed the... no, I have not fixed my oopsie. Still need to... Alright. Work is still going on. Still gotta keep rewriting visual novel, all that stuff. Yo, Psyker, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream! Affected from the heat? No, it wasn't from the heat. There's been... okay, I'm gonna try to talk about this as neutral as possible, because, you know, everyone has the right to get their own opinion about this. There's a lot of different opinions about this, but I do have my own opinion about it. It's that this really sucks. So, there has been a little issue with Steam and Itch.io lately. There was a lack of it, actually. You could say it like that, yeah, you could say it like that. There's been basically a censorship movement on Steam Itch.io lately. There's this group that really wants to get rid of, like, games with how to describe this, adult content of certain sorts, because they think that it's that these things should not exist. That affected US, it was just UK. It has affected a lot of other countries for some reason. I do get sometimes on Twitter, like, tweets that I cannot see because Twitter has not verified my age, and I'm like, I'm not even from the UK, what is going on? What the hell? I don't know, it's just weird. But it's not just that, I think it just has happened at the same time for some reason. There's like been this whole movement of censorship, like, everywhere for some reason. But it did happen a lot lately with Itch.io. There was a whole issue with Itch.io because they were pressured by if I'm not wrong, I'm not the best at explaining things, so there's articles that explain it a lot better than me, definitely. So on that, refer to those instead of me, because I'm not super good with explaining things. But the best way I can explain it is that they were pressured by payment companies to remove games with adult content. And if they didn't, it would affect the whole ability for processing payments on the website. So what itch.io did was they removed all the games that remotely had any not safe for work tags, which included games that had no not safe for work content at all. It affected a lot of games that even like dealt with topics that are a little bit rough. I don't know, for example, survivors of abuse and stuff like that, and things like I remember there was an article mentioning a game about like what was the word? Like what's the word? Like eating disorders? Fear and Hunger, yeah, Fear and Hunger got taken down. Mouth-washing got taken down, by the way. I just found out that today. They delisted it. It's messed up. It's really messed up. Like, I'm not sure if I should like be bringing this up on a stream that is supposed to be chill, but it's something that has been concerning a lot. I've been like kind of pissed off about it. Like that's just like straight up censorship of like people wanting to tell their stories. I don't know, it's sometimes stories do want to talk about things that might not be tasteful. And where do you draw the line, you know? If everyone had to decide, hey, I don't like this thing, so I think that this thing should not exist, like, where do we draw the line? How much do we let people decide what is good to exist and what isn't? The way that this has been done has been, like, really, really messily and just... It's a whole kind of worm. It really is a pain Monday. Wish wife was similar to not just a distant dream. I mean, it's not impossible. The fish wife simulator maybe can still exist, you know. At least it should be able to exist in an ideal situation. No one should be forbidden from enjoying fish waifu. Hay más de una campaña de censura al mismo tiempo, parece. Sí, eso parece. Es preocupante. Es que, no sé. ¿En qué sitio pones la línea de qué puede existir y qué no? No sé, es realmente una cosa. No soy la mejor explicando las cosas, pero he estado pensando mucho en este tema últimamente con todo este lío de la censura y es como... no sé. Habrá gente que pueda pensar, oh, es que son solo juegos de contenido adulto, no me afectan en absoluto, ¿por qué debería preocuparme? Jaja. Y es como, vale, quizá ahora son ese tipo de juegos, quizá más adelante dirán, ah, pues no nos gustan los juegos muy violentos porque volverán a los niños violentos, deberían quitarlos. Y ya está. Todos los juegos de miedo que sean ligeramente violentos, adiós, ya no existen, ya no se podrían jugar. Es como... es que... no sé. Dejas que muevan la línea un poquito y te pueden quitar cualquier cosa, simplemente porque les da la gana. Y eso da miedo. No se puede dejar que 4 personas puedan decidir qué es lo que los demás pueden hacer o comprar o no, no sé. Me parece muy... terrible. if Silent Hill games will also get taken down. Like, what I was saying right now in Spanish is that maybe there's people that think, hey, wait, but it's just like adult games. It doesn't affect me at all. But even if it doesn't affect you at all, maybe the next thing that the people who have decided on this censorship will say is, oh, we don't like violent games, we don't like gory games, they are gonna make the children violent. Like, you know, the thing that has been said for years, that video games make people violent, which is not true. It is not true. Like, maybe they are gonna put that excuse next and remove all the scary games that have like gore and violence. Where's all the horror? Where are all the horror games gonna go? Where do you draw the line, you know? Maybe the line now is at the point that doesn't affect a lot of people, but maybe if you let them move the line, they are gonna keep moving it until they remove everything they don't like, and that's something that cannot be allowed. And I don't know. It's scary. I'm sorry for bringing it up. I've just been thinking about it, and I think it's something that it's important to spread awareness of, so I didn't want to mention it because of that. Yo, Leo, welcome! How's it going? Bienvenido. Estaba hablando de cosas de que han estado pasando últimamente con los videojuegos y estoy un poco, no sé, he estado pensando mucho en esto últimamente. En el trabajo, ánimo. Ojalá que pase rápido. Los Nintendo son el diablo, brother. Epilepsia, tú estás esclavo del mal. Siempre hay que recordar esos... hay que recordar esos vídeos como una lección de lo que piensa alguna gente sobre los videojuegos a veces. Man, I just think it's important to like fight for these kind of things, at least as developers, because there was something that really made me think about this lately, and it's that I've had this idea for a game in my brain for a while. It's a little bit body horror-ish. The concept is a little bit, I guess, a little bit borderline ethically dubious. So, and recently I saw another game that had a very similar concept, and saw that the game had gotten like some criticism. There were people criticizing its premise, and I thought like, wait, but the game idea I had was like kind of similar to this. Would people react the same if I made that game? It really made me think about like this kind of how to explain these limits of what kind of story can be done or not. Because in my opinion, the game that I saw that had a similar concept, I didn't think it was that terrible. I think the developers are just trying to tell a story. It's a game that hasn't even come out, by the way. People were criticizing a game that hasn't even come out. Yogo Branchu, Yogo Makoyo, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. That still reminds you of Lag Train. Oh yeah, she has the same hairstyle, that's true. Maybe I unconsciously based her a little bit on that. I may have, because I really like Lag Train. And she's also like with a black and white palette. Makes a lot of sense. Carrying that when Flash went down or when Manga X got hit. Yeah, that also happened, man. I also miss Flash so much. It was Misao. Wait, did Misao also get hit? Oh no. Paul worked more than just... Paul is also in danger? I have no idea what... Is that like a spin-off? I don't know that much about Pal World, so I'm lacking a bit of context. know, I just started thinking a lot about it when that thing with that game happened that was similar to an idea I had. It's not the same idea, so I'm not worried about like, oh, this game is copying this other one. That's not the issue. The issue was that, oh, if people are complaining about this being a little bit like ethically wrong, would the idea I have also be wrong? Would people like criticize it the same way? Would this be like accepted? I don't know. But sometimes for artistic purposes, difficult things can be used, can be integrated in the story in a good way. The official Palworld game, but a spin-off, a dating simulator. I guess some people are into that. Was wondering about that. When making a game, do you ever worry if it's similar to another game out there? Sometimes I do. I mean, it's impossible to make something fully original. But like you're always gonna get inspiration from someone else. There's always gonna be ideas that are similar. I have found games that have similar concepts to games that I still haven't done, but that I've got in mind. But I think the most important thing to consider is how you're gonna tell the story, because even if the story is similar, two different people are always gonna tell it a different way. So even just because there's something that is very similar to it, it doesn't mean that it's no longer not worth telling. I think it's still good to tell a story that you want to tell. Stories have been done and redone over the years, and each one, even if they have similarities, they give a different experience. Like, think for example about like the journey of the hero, the hero's journey. Stories with the hero's journey have been done over and over and over. And yet each one can be different from the others. It doesn't have to be the same. It's just like a base for the story, for the storyline that works. And it can be done in many different ways. Yo, Morador! Welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream! I was thinking of Misao would fit the criteria of being taken down. Yeah, that's true! Misao would fit the criteria of being taken down. Isn't that messed up? Isn't that just messed up? Man. It's concerning. What else? When I think about like repeating concepts, I mean, it can also happen with characters. You can make a character and then realize there's another character that is very similar. But it's the same with the stories. Maybe you're gonna make a character that looks a lot like another character, but they are never gonna be exactly the same because they will be made by different people. Maybe their stories will be different. Maybe even if their backstory is similar, maybe they are gonna deal it with different ways. Unless it's purposefully copied, unless it's like an actual plagiarism, I don't think there's anything to be worried about in that sense. If it's not intentional plagiarism, it's just a coincidence. And still it's important to like see what's out there, see how it's been done, and see what you can learn about it. Because that's how you learn how to do it as best as possible. By looking at the people that have made those things before. See how they have done it, see what has worked, see what hasn't, and see how you can do it your own way. I feel like this color can be a little bit darker. Wait. Also con Yo-hooo? That's like two different kinds of greetings at the same time. That's two greetings in one. Gonna take the shadow color and make it darker. There you go. It happens a lot with Genshin Impact, I think, that some of my characters have ended up well, kind of the opposite. There's characters from Genshin that look a lot like some of my characters that I made before Genshin even existed. That is totally a coincidence. I highly doubt that Genshin Impact developers have seen my characters and said, hey, we're gonna use this character, we're gonna copy the homework and change some things so people don't notice. That's impossible because I highly doubt they have ever seen my characters. But it's really funny how some of them have ended up very similar. I'm looking at Nilo and my OC Cornaline because they are really similar. Yoko Wolfie, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream! Like, that was definitely a coincidence, but it's funny. When that happens, I know I've mentioned this a lot of times, but when that happens, when I see a character that is very similar to one of my characters, it usually makes me like the character more. Because it's like, oh, that's as if my character was in this game or this story. It feels like seeing my own characters in action. It even gives me some more inspiration. Really hope there will be a green Spanish ghost girl with hidden eyes that likes cats and mushrooms in the next update. Oh boy, wouldn't that be a little coincidence? Just got maxed out saber strays. Nice! That must have been a lot of farming. It's always a pain to level up all the traces. Her name's Jimo. There's gonna be a new update in Genshin soon. They're gonna add a new region in like 6 weeks or so, and I'm super excited for it. I had never been so excited in Genshin in the last years since Sumeru. Sumeru was the last time I was so excited for an update. But wow, I'm super hyped for Not Cry. I can't wait to see what they do. There's already like 2 characters I wanna roll for. I'm like, oh no, I have no roles in Genshin at all. Help! How do you say hola in Spanish? Hola, yeah. It's the same hola but with an H at the beginning. It's basically the same. It's just hola. That's how you say hola in Spanish. Also gonna darken this color a little bit. Darken. I feel like I made the shadows with not enough contrast. Here you go. Hemoplanteria. That would be really funny. I hope they make her a Dendro character. If they don't make her a Dendro character, then it's not accurate. It's not accurate at all. By the way, I did draw myself as a Genshin character years ago. If they have to add a Yomi in Genshin Impact, at least I hope they make her like the design I did. Let me see if I can find it, because I really like the design, how it turned out. Let's see. I'm really happy with how... There it is! I found it! Done! This is me if I was in Genshin Impact! Look! Yay! I am the gravekeeper of the Church of Favonius of Mondstadt. That's the lore that I made up for me, Genshin Impact. It just kind of fits, right? I really like how it turned out. I think my favorite part is like the cave. I tried to do the kind of design that there would be in Genshin, with like a base that is like really close to the body, but then there's like really loose, flowy clothes behind. And I don't know, I'm really happy with how it turned out. thank you! Yo, Asriel, welcome! How are you doing? Welcome to the stream! It really goes fast when spending time on Genshin, so true! Genshin is a really chill game to play. It's a comfort game for me. I really like just exploring and walking around and finding new puzzles that I haven't done yet because I've been slacking off a lot and I still have a lot of things in Fontaine that I haven't done. I still need to complete a bunch of quests there. I've been doing some of them lately to keep getting some saves because I want to roll for 2 new characters that still haven't come out. So I need to start saving up. Vuela con los chorizos, sí. Volará con los chorizos. En vez de tener las alas que tienen en Genshin, tienen los chorizos. Genshin Impact Universe would be a nice world to live in. There's really nice places in it, but then you realize all that is going on in the background with like Celestian stuff, and it's like, oh, shit's gonna go down at some point. I do not want to be there when it happens. Ooh. I'm excited to see what they do now that they are really going deep into the lore, because during all this time they have left a lot of the cool lore in the background, and now they are finally gonna focus on it a lot more. So I'm excited to see what they do. The lore goes very dark and very deep. Like, super interesting. It's super complete. I really want to see what they'll do with it now that they are focusing more on it. Whether Genshin will ever get another crossover game? Maybe, I mean, they always keep their games in, like, the same universe, more or less. So, maybe we could get another crossover at some point. It'd be really cool. And also apply the OC trauma joke to many of the game's characters. Some of the characters have very sad backstories. That is true. Back to work now. Soy Yomi, stay there all mysterious. Good luck pulling Gimo. Storage is a cryo apparently. Why? Why cryo? That makes no sense. She should have been Dendro. Funny fact, I am a Dendro character collector. I collect all the Dendro characters. I have all of them so far. Literally all of them. I'm not gonna let any of them escape. And take care, Luis. Thank you so much for coming. Hope it goes well at work. Let me check something because we need to... Okay, her eyes are a little bit weird. There's something that I'm gonna do a bit different with her eyes. Her eyes don't exactly have the same light, same structure that I usually do. So what I'm gonna do instead will be adding this spiral that she's got. Even if it's just like... I think with this it already gives the same vibe. There we go. Later she's a spirit, apparently that's why she's so cool. I guess that would make sense. I mean, we've already got one undead that is cryo. Chichi is cryo and she's an undead, so it would not be inaccurate, I guess. Yeah, I guess it would make sense. But there's a Chinese word for walnut. Oh yeah, I remember reading that somewhere. Yeah, that's nice. It's always cool to see the meanings of the names. I just finished my video for my channel. Now going to try making another again. Let's go. Good luck. Patti. I'm really high for the update. Like, I know there's the summer event first, but I just wanna go to the new region already. Like, sure, summer event, cool. Please give me not cry, I need it. I need it. Oh, I can see the light a lot better in the other screen, definitely. There we go. Oh yeah, and today I finished watching a Let's Play of Death Stranding 1. Now I know the whole story. It has been really good. I've enjoyed it a lot. Next day, with my dad, we're gonna start Death Stranding 2. How that goes. It came out recently, so I'm surprised that there's already like gameplays of it. You get to the beach part? I think so. Yeah, we saw the whole thing. We finished watching the entire game. Very nice twist. I don't want to spoil anything for anyone who has like who still hasn't watched it or played it, but really recommend it. It has been really cool. It has been an exciting adventure, an experience. Very interesting story as a first Kojima game. Because it's the very first Kojima game that I see. Something that I also finished these past days, by the way, was JoJo Part 2! And also chapter 1, episode 1 of Part 3! That was also an adventure, a bizarre adventure even. Also thinking about it, the beach part of Death Stranding is like, it doesn't really narrow it down. It's really funny out of context, but because if you say, yeah, the beach part of Death Stranding, it's like, oh, there's a beach chapter then? Yeah, the beach episode is like not what you would expect from a beach episode. Okay, let's set a little bit over here. The names for Liju and Inazuma characters are different in Mandarin and Japanese because of language difference. I remember that a lot of, like, I play with the Japanese voices, and I remember that when they read the Chinese names, they usually read them if they were reading the same kanjis but in Japanese. That's always very interesting to see how similar or different they sound sometimes. I remember also that they've got a lot of the names of the places have references to the moon, which is also really interesting. Because both Mondstadt and Liyue have moon in the name. That's interesting, isn't it? Considering that how important the moon is in the setting. Moon's haunted, as always. Moon's haunted never fails in an RPG. Oh, that bitch scene is the only scene I've seen other than the intro. If you ever do play the game or watch it, you will understand. The bitch scene is one of many, you could say. It's been really interesting. I'm looking forward to Death Stranding 2, seeing what happens. I've only seen the trailer so far. if I should put like something like a pupil in the middle of the eyes? Because there is a little bit of in the middle. Like this. I like it, yeah. I think it works. For my movies getting bullied from the editor. What happened? I know nothing about superhero movies. I am really not knowledgeable about that. One of the things I'm looking forward to the most, the new Genshin update, is the music. Oh my god, I'm so looking forward to the music. So far in the trailers of the new region place, the music has been so good in all of them. I need that. I really need that. Honestly, one of the things that Genshin never fails in is in the music. The music is always so good. Music and the visual design of the places, mostly. I think those are the best things. I wonder if this shoe should actually be... Maybe it would help with the contrast. You know what? I'm gonna do that. Let's try that. Will again on Honkai Star Rail, but I'm gonna need time until I get paid. No, be strong! Be strong! Remember, looking at the PNGs in the wiki or in the game is free. Do not succumb to the gacha. Don't let them win. Unfortunately, I had to uninstall Star Rail to update Genshin. I'm gonna be Star Rail-less for a while. At least I already did the also good. Have you played or know about Cookie Run Kingdom? I have not played it, but a friend of mine really likes it and sometimes has told me things about the story and the lore. Also the designs are really nice. Who would have thought that they were just cookies? The designs sometimes go super hard. Oh yeah, and speaking earlier of like stories being similar to other stories, like games having like similar things. There was one thing from Cookie Run that when my friend told me about it, I was like, wait a second, that's literally one part of Final Fantasy XIV. Like it was one the same thing. And it was like, wait, the Cookie Run Kingdom came first, like that part of the game came first. Does that mean that Final Fantasy XIV actually copied? But I think it's mostly a very weird coincidence. I think it's gonna be some sort of very weird coincidence, but it's so similar. It is so similar that it's uncanny. My wallet got sucked into my PS5, but it's paying for me! This reminds me of, I think it was a TikTok that I saw one time that lives rent-free in my head, where there's this guy saying, "It's me, boy, it's the PS5! Listen to you inside your brain! Listen to me, boy!" It's so funny. It's really cringe. But in my brain it's also really funny. Okay. Also some shit. Most of the decorations I wanna add them after I finish filling the line. We're gonna do that. Forward to continuing Omori. Guys, would you be fine if I started doing 2 Omori streams a week? I've thought about it, I've considered it. I thought, I mean, we're about to finish Samurai's 3. It's not a very long game. We're probably gonna finish it tomorrow if I don't get super stuck somewhere. But if I get stuck, I'm just gonna use the guide. At this point, I have accepted that for me, Samurai's 3 is gonna be unbeatable without a guide. It's something I have already assumed. I have accepted the fact and my fate. Tomorrow we're finishing Samurai's 3, and then maybe the next week's. Two Omori at the same week, maybe, perhaps. I'll think about it because I also want to play some other games, but playing only once per week it's a long wait. It's too much of a long wait. The enemies from Undertale was made by the Omori creator. Oh yeah, I remember it was mentioned in the last Omori stream that the developers know each other. That's cool. There was a song by Toby Fox in Omori too. I remember that we heard it in the jukebox. I also want to play Deltarune someday. Someday I'll get to chapter 3 and 4. Until then, I gotta dodge the spoilers as much as I can. But I really want to play it at some point. I remember dreaming that I was playing it, but my brain completely made up the plot. Hey, that's all for the shadows mostly. Let's paint the lines. Then we can add some last decoration. If I realize that I cannot decide what game to play for 1 week, we'll just do double Omori that week. Saber build only deals. Only? What do you mean only? What do you mean only? 600,000 damage. What do you mean only? With only? What do you mean? That's not only. That's a lot of damage. My characters have only done that much in related universes, I think. Why do you need so much damage? No one needs that much damage in Star Rail. I guess for the challenges. You know, it's nice to see big numbers, I guess. But hopefully you can get her. Hopefully... if the banner lasts for a while, you can get enough copies. One saber to deal 1 or 2 million damage. That's a lot. That is a lot of damage. That's too much damage. You're gonna break the game. But you know what? That's fair. It's understandable to want your characters to be the most powerful. No, this color is not contrast. Need a little bit. There we go. And he's breaking the game then so weird. No, you're getting too much power. You're gonna destroy the game and the world. You're gonna become the new Aeon of big damage. I only tell the difference, but might as well. Skills we can paint this. There's still some shadows that I need. I'm gonna paint these first since where it did. I'm not sure if there were more decoration. Need more power, I need more food. That's the real thing that matters. Need more food. Definitely two characters for today will be Rudy now. Let's bring link. Looks like the rows are behind. Otherwise, they stand out a lot. There you go. A bit of gradient here too. Yo, Steve! Welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the street. We're pain Mondaying once again. We're moving on to the characters with difficult designs. If I can finish 2 today, I'm gonna be happy. That's it. Oh, something that I should not forget. A very important trait of this character is got makeup on her eyes. Very important. Needs to look a bit more goth. She's missing the goth makeup. There we go. The other eye, it's not visible, but I guess we can put a little bit of it here. There we go. You know what's going on. I don't recognize the shape. What was I doing? I think it's one of the seals, the back, but kind of mixed with the line of the goat thingy. This makes sense. Yeah. Some more. Bye bye, Wolfie. Take care. Thank you so much for coming. Good luck with your gacha rolls. This is well. Since the fires are more of an effect thing of the chibi, playing the lines, differentiate the more. Okay. Again. I've never really made a design for these seals, but I was thinking they would have like sort of border each. I wonder if it stands out well with the outline they've got. Maybe we can put a little bit more inside. Instead of a bit of the border, we do the rectangle here. Puts a bit more deep. I have terrible news. Just remembered something so important. I need to mention it on stream. I have very terrible news. Yesterday, in the D&D session, we lost our chicken. Life isn't fair. I still believe that we'll see her again. That it's not over. But we were in a cave. There was a what's the name? The floor literally split into two, and the chicken fell to a river below. And we only saw her swim away from the distance. So I still believe that the chicken is well, and we're gonna see her again. But we have lost our chicken for now. So yeah, keep her in your prayers, in your best wishes. Someday we'll recover her. We'll be able to custom large on her to make her a giant chicken. That was like the biggest goal that we had at the moment, to make the chicken big. I hope that we won't see her again as a boss. Wouldn't that be horrible that suddenly we find a giant bird and we have to fight it, and only then we realize that it was our chicken? That would be terrible. The DM wouldn't be so cruel, right? Here we go. If I could, like, getting some separation, like, here we go. Okay, I think that's mostly all for her chibi. I don't think she's got any other skills, right? Here. Go. Save. Now let's move on to the next one. But first, let's update the OC. Down. Alright. One more. If I'm still like feeling well enough to continue, I might start the next one. We'll see. But this one feel like she's gonna take a little bit because her design is starting to be a little bit complex. Yo, welcome back, Azrael! Also, let me delete some of the references that we don't need. And now get rid of this one. Also this. Wait. Oh yeah, the neck! Wait a second. I think something. That's like an issue. What about that? I don't know. It's always good to check on the references, just in case you forget a little something. There we go. Okay, here's the next one. Recommend playing Deltarune after a more if it's the vibe. I really want to. I have played chapters 1 and 2 of Deltarune, but I don't have the full game yet. So at some point I wanna get it and play them because I'm really looking forward to playing them. I have been avoiding spoilers as much as I can, but I really wanna play it. Someday I'll be able to. What I can do here is delete the background. Maybe not. I don't think it's too abstract. Just put her here. Sometimes I feel like my drawing screen is like super cluttered with things. Something I like a lot about her design is the gradient in her eyes. I really like it. She's got purple, orange, and yellow in the eyes. But very colorful eyes. They stand out a lot. There we go. An angel? More like a pigeon. She's a bird, yeah. This is one of my Arknights OCs. She's in Arknights there's like people that are different species that are inspired in animals. For example, there's your typical cat people, there's bird people, there's fish people. What I haven't seen though is bug people. I am intrigued by if there's bug people in the world of Arknights because that's something I think I haven't seen. There's also lizard people, there's lion people, I don't know, there's mostly any animal that you can imagine. There's people in Arknights that are that animal. This one is just like bird girl. She's just like a pigeon. Yo, Valparius, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. There's actually also angel people in Arknight. Fun fact, not all of them are bird people. There's angel people, but they don't have bird-like wings. They've got halos and wings that are more like... how to describe them? They're more like shards of some sort. Yeah, there's fish people. There is fish people. They have very dark lore, by the way. And some of them are Spanish, which is the funniest thing. Because the world of Arknight is also inspired by the real world. So there's some places that are equivalent to places of the real world. And the place that has the most history with the fish people is basically Spain. Well, the Iberian Peninsula in general. Spanish fish. Exactly. It's a very cool lore. It includes like deep sea horrors and stuff. It's super cool. The vibe of the event is just immaculate. Super cool. Yomi's actually a fish. I'm a ghost. I'm a ghost. I am more of a garden ghost than a fish. It seems like that fictional nation is inspired by the real world. Yeah, true. A lot of games take inspiration from the real world. I mean, it's easier to take world building inspiration when you've got like something to reference. Even if it's like a fictional place, it's a lot of times it's inevitably referencing places from the real world and inspiration. You know about the cool snake lady from Arknights? Which one? I know there's multiple snake people in Arknights. I know there's multiple snake ladies specifically. And I know about one in particular that you may be referring to. And I will tell you that I did not fall for her because I am strong and I don't fall for obvious bait. I'm not that weak, okay? I'm not that weak. I don't fall for obvious bait. I am strong. I know one. There is one full snake lady that I did fall for though. But I think she's not like playable as an operator. I think she only shows up in a specific game mode. No. I did not fall for that one, Alpharius. That's the one I did not fall for because I am strong. I exactly. Strong fish don't take any bait. Exactly. I do not take bait. I am strong. I would never fall for like such an obvious trap. Okay. But there is one. There is one snake lady in Arknights. Let me see if I can find her. I don't know if I'm gonna. I know there's a database of characters that is like very complete, but I can never remember the name. Oh, I think I found it. There we go. It's the one on up. I know there is this snake lady. Let me see if I can find it. Tulip! I found her! Her name is Tulip. She's so cool. She's super cool. Wait. If I can. This one! This is the snake lady that I am talking about. This one. This snake lady good. I like this snake lady. She's so cool. I hope that they release her for real someday because I think she's not released for real. She's only in one game mode. I'm not sure if she's in actual playable. I don't know. Maybe she is. Maybe she is and I just haven't gotten her. Maybe she's not been released yet, but if she is, I have to get her. Yo, Rexy, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream! From real world inspirations, mythology and folklore also play a role in fictional nations. Yeah! And also, that mythology and folklore is also tied to real world inspirations, so in the end, it all goes back to the same. This will turn into a Celeste situation. Not again! Not a Celeste situation again. Look at her though, she's so cool. She's so cool. I like her a lot. She's so pretty. She's got a mole, by the way. She's got a mole. It's only like 2 pixels here, but I see it. I see it there. It exists. Yo, Lappy, welcome! This is an Arknights character. We were talking about snake ladies, you know? And I remember this specific snake lady that is like kind of forgotten by the game and I like her a lot. But yeah, that snake lady, very good. Hope that they release her for real if she... because I don't remember right now if she's actually released or not. But I will be waiting for the day that I can get her. Maybe we can add the previous character. I did not belong in the eye. This time it does. I don't remember that much of the story that I made for her. Someday I can try to complete a little bit more. I also need to keep reading on the Arknight lore, because I'm very out of date with the story and everything. I think it's another one of those games that has a lot of deep lore. I mean, it's very well made. It feels like all the places are like linked in some way. Like you can tell that the world is cohesive with each other. It's not like the places exist individually. A lot of times that happens in a lot of games and stories. And it's something that, since I'm working on my own world building, I'm trying to pay attention to that, to learn, to be able to do it well in my case. And one very important thing in world building. Yoga officer, welcome! Yeah, thank you! I'm really glad. I really like her design too, especially the colors. I really like the colors a lot. Yogo Crumpets, welcome! How's it going? This is Emiela. She's my Arknights OC. One of my Arknights OCs. I've got two of them. But the other one, we already drew her. She's just the protagonist design that I made. This one's just a random operator that I decided to make. But I like her a lot. To our nights, but that made me like her less. Ah, that's fair. If you're not into our nights, that's okay. Did you just say Arknights OC? Yes. This is one of my Arknights OCs. I don't remember that much about the story I made for her, but she was gonna be like a funny thing. Back when I created her, there was another character with this concept, and right after I created her, they made an event specifically with that concept. She was gonna be like an aspiring orchestra director that wanted to make a choir. How do you pronounce that? Like, what's the word? Groups of people who sing all together. Yogo Van Driver, welcome! How's it going? Yeah, of course, no problem. Welcome to the stream. Kinda got the mage director thing going on. Kinda, yeah. It also gives her more of a magician vibe that she's got pigeons. That's very pigeon. Very magician of her. Very pigeon. She's the pigeon. The choir, like, how do you pronounce that? The problem is I don't know how to pronounce it. Definitely throwing shade to Arknights. That's fine. More Arknights for us. Yomi says she's immune to holy egg. I am still immune! It doesn't matter if she gets a 3D model, I will not fall. I will not fall for her because I am strong. I am very strong and I would never fall for such an obvious bait. Every part of the design is the outfit, it works really well. Thank you! I really like it. I really like the colors, especially... Well, that I already said that, but it's definitely my favorite part. I tried to imitate the style of outfits that they've got in Arknight. I think more or less it turned out well. But yeah, the thing is, she was gonna be like an aspiring orchestra conductor. And the funny thing is that back then there was no other orchestra themed characters in Arknight. It was like, yeah, I'm gonna do that because there's no other character with a theme like that. And right after I created her, they made an event specifically about an orchestra. It was like, I see. We were just talking about this at the beginning about like coincidences in stories, like repeating concepts and stories. So that was another funny coinky thing that happened. Just create another one then. Yeah, nothing's stopping me from making another one. It's not like there's only one orchestra group in the world. And also her thing was not that much of an orchestra. It was more like a small group of like singers. Just wanted to like gather more people that would want to sing, would want to join the choir. I had a little bit more written down about her story, but it's been a long time and I don't remember that much of the details. But it was something like that. But it was really funny. That's right after I made her, they released that event. I was like, I see. I guess, what was that? What was that? How did that saying go? It was not smart brains think the same. It went different. How did that go? I don't remember. It was not smart brains think the same. It definitely wasn't. Hello Sherry, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. That's an interesting question. What's your favorite faction in Arknight? Mine's Abyssal Hunters because of the Bloodborne design and stuff. Thinking of factions? I'm not sure if I have a favorite one because I'm very out of date with the story. There's a lot of events that I haven't read yet. But I really like. I agree with the Seaborn. With the but I mean I don't agree with like the Seaborn faction. It's not. Let me explain. I like their vibes. I like the whole Seaborn plot and the Abyssal Hunters. I think that's like one of the coolest parts of the game. I really like the vibes of the events. But I still need to read a lot about the others. I'm super out of date. I need to get up to date with the story and events. Everyone is crazy. Yomi traitor to humanity conspiracy. No. I didn't explain myself properly. No. I mean, the Seaborns are cool as hell. Let's just say that, but I like that whole plotline in general. That's what I meant. Not that I would betray humanity for the sea horrors, but I mean, however, there was that very cool lady in one of the events. Oh, what was her name? I got it on the tip of my tongue. Maya, I think it was. Yes, this lady. This lady's really just sick. This lady was really pretty. Let's just I really enjoyed the event where she shows up. Like, look at this banger design. Look at this banger design. Holy shit. Maya is really just sick. The corrupting heart. I mean, that's your favorite, Rexy. It's cool too, but if I have to choose one of the like the abyssal hunters, I think Gladia is the prettiest. I like Gladia a lot. Been an absurd art block for a while. Now I'm trying to break it by trying new style. Yeah, that's a very good idea. Honestly, that's the thing that I try to do every time I get an art block. I try to do something new. I think it's the best way of getting out of art block. Trying something different that you haven't done before. Something that can give you a fresh perspective on the process of art. And it can also give you some new ideas for improving your style and making it more fun. I think that's the best thing to do when you've got an art block. You got these. I hope you can get out of it soon and draw a lot. Instead of drawing lines, I'm silhouette blob of black and kind of sculpt the drawing out of it. That is really interesting. I used to do these for a while too. I kind of stopped doing it, but I remember it was really fun. Not about the art channel, I don't care because the game frustrates me. That's fine. I mean, at some point, the gameplay feels like it's more of a puzzle. Good thing that there are guides online because some of the later stages in some events are insane sometimes. Then you see guides of people beating them with the base characters that they give you, the low rarity ones. Like, how do they do that? Oh, her pig would betray humanity for her for sure. And now you get it. Now you get it. Now you understand what I mean. Seaborn are cool. They've got aesthetics the same. But I need to read a lot about the other factions too. I haven't read that many of the latest events. Like I said, I'm really out of date with it. But since they are now, a lot of them are permanently available in the game, I can read them someday. Yo, Ruby, welcome! How's it going? Her right arm doesn't sit quite well with me. This one. What do you think I could improve? Because I struggled a little bit with this pose. Like right now I think it doesn't look as bad as it used to, but it can definitely always be. Already know. I mean, sometimes there are things worth betraying humanity for, you know. The arm doesn't sit, the leg. Not the puzzle element, that's the best part about the game, is that I can reasonably beat some of the levels unless I either wait till more resources or pull OP units. I beat it with the 1 stars, what's your excuse argument, such a spit in the face that I'd rather play an actual game than spend 4 hours doing math to pass a mobile game. That's very fair. I mean, I think the curve of the game does get really hard. And definitely having OP characters, the power creep is always there. In all the gachas, it's inevitable. it's the difficulty always ends up scaling a little bit with the new characters that come out, but I think it can still be done. I mean, I have no shame with using guides, maybe, but that's, I can only speak for myself. I can understand why that could frustrate a lot of people. Most of the time, when I'm having like a hard time with the gameplay, I just look up a guide and just try to enjoy the story. I do it for the story. It's like, I don't care if I'm using a guide for beating this level. I just want to see the story. Just tell me how to beat the level and I'll be fine. But it's okay. Everyone prefers different types of games. I think it's fair to have like different opinion on that. And it's also fair to, like, for example, like the story of a game but not like the gameplay. Or, you know, also the other way, there's games with a not so enjoyable story and very good gameplay. Stranger of Paradise. Oh, what happened? I don't know what was that. It happens sometimes, you know. I need to read a lot of the events. Have abandoned the events for a long time. Sounds like Chaos talking. What do you mean? I'm always ready to go kill Chaos. Yeah. Something I do feel though about the story of Arknights is that it's one of the things that has like kept me from reading more of the stories. It's that I always feel like I need to be prepared for a lot of reading for them. Because the events, the stories are always packed with text. They are always really dense and long. And it's one of those things that I'm like, okay, I need to be ready for these before I start. Like, it takes mental preparation to start. But at some point, I'll get to it for sure. I can barely see the shadow in the screen. What if Pain Monday was called Crane Monday and Yomi was a part of a construction company? How do you keep finding more themes to rhyme with pain? I am amazed. Yellow Paper, welcome! How's it going? Today's gameplay session and tomorrow's reading session. Tomorrow's gonna be actually a gameplay session because we're gonna be playing Samorost. But it's also gonna be a reading session because I'm gonna be using a guide for sure. I have accepted that I will not be able to beat that game without a guide. Mucho texto moment. It's really mucho texto. Arknights is mucho texto always. It's a cool thing about it because the world building is so good. It's super detailed. But you also need to be ready to embrace all that text, process it. Oh yeah, true. Speaking of world building, I was talking about that before. World building. I've been paying a lot more attention to that since I've been trying to work on the world building of my settings and all that. And I think one very important thing in world building is that I mean, it's easy to focus on one place of the world, but it's very easy to fall into all the detail is focused on that place, and all the other places are like generic and like all-encompassing one single thing. Like, you know, the evil kingdom, or the kingdom that seems to be like all just the same. Oh, and even an entire continent. I don't know. It's like there's a lot of things that can be done better, because when you think about it, in the real world, every country has so many different things, so many different people and cultures. Even I don't know, even just Spain, for example, it's not the biggest country, and we still have a lot of different like cultures depending on the place, which is something that would also happen in a fantasy world, I imagine. The fantasy world, things could be very different, and I'm not one to decide that. The fantasy world, I don't know. You're wrong. Spain is in fact the biggest country. Wait, what? Is the world map out of scale? Maybe we've been drawn small all along and I didn't know. What, I wish I could annoy the devs by using guides. I wish I could warn them that I'm beating their game using a guide. Oh, you wanna make me stumble on the objective? Get disappointed. I mean, I think let's remember also that the devs are also people, and they've done their best to make the game as best as they can. Sometimes a game is not perfect, sometimes something needs a little bit more redesign before it's perfect. It might never be perfect, there's no perfect way to do things. But sometimes things end up being difficult without the devs realizing. That's when people end up needing guides, or the developers end up needing to revise the design of the game. She would be designing buildings. Can I draw blueprints for my more than 400 houses? That's one of the things I've been thinking about, actually, the architecture, because something that I think is also very important that I want to do well in my settings is the architecture of the places. Because every different country or place is gonna have different architecture too. And I'm no architect, I have no idea about designing buildings. I feel like I'm gonna stumble a lot on that, but we're gonna try. It will be attempted, at least. World building is fun, but it's also really hard once you start doing it. Something that I think that Arknights does very well is how they do link all the places together in some way. There's always things in the story of one place linked to things of the other places, and to understand the story of a place, sometimes you need to understand the story of others, which is something that's really cool and isn't always done that well. So, something to take note of. I designed the houses of my more than 400 OCs. Someday I will have to, when I make their stories, have to design all their houses. I've been thinking about this with the Dreaming World because not long ago I ended up reworking the setting a little bit more. Ended up trying to put it together well in my brain, and I even tried to make a map of it. which is something I hadn't tried to do before. And trying to make a map of it really put things into perspective of how the world is. I think making maps is one of the most difficult things for me. It's so easy to fall into the copy-paste of the real world, especially if you got places inspired by places of the real world. And it's also easy to end up with land masses that don't make that much sense. It's difficult. Imagine a pizza chef that designs his pizza with ants, so the client gets his mouth beaten while he... Why? Thus the ants are an integral part of the pizza. Worse, the ants are not in the menu. What are the ants doing there? What are the ants doing there? It's difficult, but can be done. A world in progress can always be improved and polished a lot more. We made like a really tall building that reaches the sky. Yeah, that has definitely turned out well in history, right? That has definitely that has definitely worked out. By the way, I mentioned this earlier, but for those interested in how the JoJo adventures are going, I finished part 2 yesterday. I also watched the first episode of part 3. It was definitely a bizarre adventure. Sound like spicy food, I'm bad with it, the peppers always bite my tongue. The peppers are the ants. They came together in the pizza. Who's your favorite character and why is it Joseph Joestar? Funny fact, I'm not that much of a fan of Joseph, I'm so sorry guys. I have failed you. He has very good moments. But then he says some shit, and I'm just like, I just groan, like, why are you like this, dude? Why are you like this? I swear. I still haven't found a most favorite character, but the biggest contender right now is very obvious. It's clearly Lisa. I love her so much. That's my biggest contender for favorite character so far. We'll see what happens in part 3, but if no one can surpass Lisa, then she'll be my top 1. I know I would like her a lot. I mean, she's so perfect. She's so cool, and she's got my favorite seiyuu. So I'm really happy so far. Joseph is funny. He's got some really funny moments. But dude, sometimes he gets on my nerves, you know? Like, dude, why are you like this? Why? Ruby coded. He's very chaotic. He's super chaotic. But yeah, Ruby coded. I'm excited to see more of part 3 because now we've already got stands. The stands have appeared, so finally know. I'll finally know what all this is about. Por Cars. Un dato muy gracioso. Me estaba gustando mucho Cars al principio. Casi que tenía potencial de ser mi favorito. Pero luego cometió los peores crímenes contra mi persona y ya no lo perdono. Cayó muy rápido. Yo confiaba en él, pero me traicionó. Hay crímenes que no pueden ser perdonados. Funny fact, my friends laughed at me for this a lot. But at the beginning I was really liking Cars. Like, he gave a very good first impression of me. But then, he did the most horrible crimes that he could have done against me. And some crimes can never be forgiven. He fell off. He fell off for me a lot. Se me cayó un grande. Pero bueno, estuvo bien. No, not for years, not for years. I'm not gonna give any details because, you know, that would be spoiling the story, but, you know, things that happen in the story. Because of Lisa, like, Ruby, you know what I'm talking about. He's a weirdo! So much, well, it's all the characters in JoJo have some part of weirdo, at least most of them. Like, why didn't I expect any of them to not be a weirdo at some point? Let's go. Get some crimes can never be forgiven. Lisa's still the best. Ruby, why are you like this? Funny thing is that JoJo out of context makes no sense at all. Kind of bizarre, yeah, it is quite bizarre. It is just like the title implied. Totally bizarre. Exactly what it says in the theme. You look inside. It's bizarre. But they promised. I'm gonna love Jotaro. He's self-aware of the series bullshit. Jotaro has started on a very wrong foot. Let's just say that. I'm just gonna say that. My first impression of him is also bad. Like, dude, why are you like this? Is there no normal JoJo somewhere? Like, the only normal JoJo so far was for Jonathan, the most normal guy so far. Alfarius, what did you just say in front of my face? Stroheim? Really? That's the worst character of part 2. There, I said it. I don't like Stroheim, I'm sorry. I was so tired of the guy. Every time that he appears, it was like, not you again! No! I am not wrong, I am right. I know I am right. The worst part is that he appears when you least expect him. And every time I was like, enough! Get out of here! Holy shit! So much intolerance for the bizarre. It's really funny. Like, I may seem like I'm complaining a lot, but I have a great time while I'm watching. It's even funnier that way. The normal JoJo is Jotaro and the guy is still up there. We'll see. I have only watched one episode so far, so I can't really judge him with just the start, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to seeing the rest. I know that part 3 is really long, right? It's like 2 seasons. like longer than, well, maybe not longer than the double of part 1 and 2 together. It was like something chapters, I think. What am I missing? The shadows are most. Also, funny thing, somehow I predicted the end of part 2. I said like an off comment. I'm like, oh, they should do this. I'm not gonna say what, but I just said, I think they should do this. And my friends were like, nah, they cannot do that. It's impossible that they would do that. You cannot ask them that. And I'm like, no, they should just do that. And then they did that. And it was like, I knew it. I knew this would happen. Jojo can always pull things out of its ass. That's something that I have learned so far. Jojo can always do ass pulls. I said no. Jonathan is anything but normal. The dude is a giant brain entirely out of muscle. I mean, Jotaro is kind of the same, just kind of runs in the family. Like, you cannot tell me that guy is like little Jotaro of 17 years old. He's like a 2-meter tall wall, like a brick wall. Like, that's not a 17-year-old. That's like a 30-year-old. That has only lived for 17 years. Favorite part is part 4. Love it when a wacky cast of characters is confined in one area. I heard good things of part 4. And also part 5, I think. So I can't wait to see more. Like, right now I'm putting on context a lot of memes that I have heard along the years. Like, this is where this meme came from. Like, I remember hearing the last Jamon meme so many times, and I had no idea, like, of the context. Now I have the context. The Nigerundayo. I also have the context for the Nigerundayo. That one was easier to get. Nigerundayo is very, very easy to understand. There we go. Let's spin the line. Now that's where I'm at. I'll keep you guys updated if I put some more chapters. We'll see what happens with part 3. So far the standos have started. We'll see how it continues. Also, can I just say that Joseph's stand is just bullshit? Like, what kind of stand is that? Like, shittiest stand ever. What the hell? Why are they called stands if some of them don't have legs? Because they stand behind you. It makes a lot of sense, right? Well, they stand, quote unquote. If they don't have legs, maybe they are not standing, but they are behind you, so you know they stand with you. They exactly, they stand proud. You know what's funny? Baki is by all intents and purposes more normal than Jojo. And yet, I would rather watch Jojo than Baki. Like, ever. But the problem is not being normal or not normal. The problem is something else. The problem is a lot of things. Smokey had a glow up after meeting Joseph, which is funny. Poor Smokey! Only appeared at the beginning, spent the entire season doing nothing, like being off screen. He probably did things, but we didn't see them because he just was not there. The poor guy was just like in the background. I thought he was gonna have more screen time actually, but no, he was just there for a bit, and he was off screen for the rest of the season. It's time to continue painting. Let's go. And meet the legend Speedwagon. Speedwagon is still one of the best characters, that I agree. Few characters can surpass Speedwagon. Soy bacán, ¿qué tal? Bienvenido. I forgot the shadows in legs. Even I support an entire bloodline because I'm bored. He's the bestest, bro. Literally the bestest, bro, forever. Esta. Sorry to the fallen Yomi heads that couldn't make it to see your girl become Judge Appeal. It's never too late, it's okay. I'm not going anywhere. Still gonna continue to my bizarre adventure. To never too late. Yo, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Here I am. I am unleaf. Unlife. Unlife is how to pronounce it. I am unlife. Lines on the feathers. To stream on Painless Monday. Painless Monday! It was already mentioned today that it was Painless Monday today, or no Pain Monday. Did I mistake the day? Is this not a Pain Monday? Am I streaming on a not Pain Monday? I may have made a mistake. Maybe today was not the day to throw chibis. It's opposite day! Oh my god, then I should Should I then delete chilies? Yo-hooo Nirvana, welcome! Yo-hooo Zephyr, welcome! And Shiny! Also Yo-hooo! Hello! Welcome to the stream! It's not Pain Monday apparently. I keep being told that it's not Pain Monday today, so I may have committed a mistake. You should draw your characters 10 heads tall. Oh no. All of them? Should I draw all of them like that? In a single stream? Oh no. I wasn't ready for that. Should have come ready. But I didn't. I think the lines here is gonna be difficult because I can barely see what's going on. I can barely see the contrast of the colors. Oh, I didn't paint shadows on the blue. Yep, I do not like cheese. Cheese is my least favorite food. Okay, more cheese for you guys who like cheese. Isn't that a good thing? There's more cheese for you. Opposite day cheese is your favorite food. Can it be like cheesecake? Wait, no, if it's opposite day, that would mean that I would have to like all the cheese except cheesecake. I don't know if I can do that, guys. I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I'm strong enough. This might be too much for me. To take pictures, you have to say cheese. But in Spanish you can also say patata, which means potato. Here we don't say cheese, we say patata. I like potatoes. Potatoes are delicious. I made potatoes the other day, by the way. Made potatoes filled with mincemeat. Tomato sauce. No one says patata. Here we say patata. It's true. Here we do. But it's with style creamy cheese. I mean, it's not the worst, I think, but I'm not a fan. Brazilians also say patata. See, we're not the only ones. That's very similar. Patata. You say that to smiling photos. Thank you, Swiss, for creaming the cheese. I remember. But its Swiss were good. But that wasn't cheese, right? But this Swiss was not cheese. But it's Swiss. It's yogurt, right? Wait, no. Like, traditional petit Suisse is cheese. I was thinking of like the strawberry flavor petit Suisse. I don't think I have had the Wait, are they the same though? There's no way. There's no way petit Swiss is cheese. I have learned something terrible today. There's no way. You cannot tell me that. No podéis decirme que el petit Suisse es queso. Eso no puede ser cierto. No puede ser. Me niego a creerlo. No puedo aceptar esto. I cannot accept this. I remember like the strawberry flavor ones. Those were really good. But I never saw those as cheese. It was more like yogurt. It cannot be cheese. But I'm seeing it with my own eyes right now in the Google search. Terrible. Patata is also cheese. No. I don't believe that. I do not believe that for 1 second. No. Patata cannot be cheese. It cannot be cheese. It just cannot be cheese. This doesn't grow underground. It does not grow underground, and potatoes do grow underground. Cannot be. What else is cheese? Surprise me. What other food that I didn't know was cheese is also cheese? I am cheese! No! No! This cannot be. Maybe that's why I'm melting. Maybe that's why I have been lied to all along. I have been deceived. I'm gonna have to fix a little bit. Choco nuggets are cheese? No, not the nuggets. You cannot put cheese in the nuggets or the choco nuggets. You cannot do that. You wouldn't dare do that. I cannot permit that. These are too many cheese crimes for one day, for an entire existence. Mayo is made of cheese. No. Just because her name is mayonnaise does not mean she's in any way related. Croquetas que vienen con queso dentro. Eso sí que lo he visto. Croquetas con queso, sí. I have seen croquetas that have cheese inside. But actually, I'm not a fan of croquetas either. No soy tan fan de las croquetas en realidad. Confieso otro hecho por el que mucha gente no me perdonará. Pero sí que me gustan las croquetas de patata. I do like potato croquette. I think we're mostly done actually. Oh. Thinking if I should also start working on the next one, because maybe we do have time. I still feel good enough to continue for a little bit. Maybe we can do a little bit. This way next day will be a little bit easier. Here we go. Am I missing anything? Wait. I do that. I just realized something. The neck is not exactly right. Look at how I did the part of the neck in one place and the other. This was different. Supposed to reels. This. Unless it's easy to fix. Wait a second. I also made a terrible mistake with the... Oh... Needs a little bit of fixing. Because if that's the shoulder should not be peeking from behind. There we go. Go. It's done. Wait, missing something. He visto yomis que vienen con queso dentro. ¡No! Terrible. Eso es un crimen contra las yomis. Eso no puede ser. ¿Quién está fabricando yomis con queso? Eso no puede ser. Eso no se puede permitir. We cannot allow that. Who is fabricating yomis with cheese? That cannot be allowed. Wait, fabricating is not the right word. Creating, I guess? Because fabricating is like making up. I guess it still counts as making. Those yomis cannot be real. It's like eggs, you crack the yomi. No! That's terrible. Oh my god. 315. That's another Finnish character. Let's go. Get rid of this reference. And we can move on to the next one. Speaking of Genshin Impact. Earlier, we did talk about Genshin Impact at the beginning of the stream. By the way, since I haven't mentioned it enough yet, I'm very excited for the next region update. I need not cry in my veins. Necesito not cry en vena. Tengo mucho hype del update del Genshin. I haven't been this excited for a Genshin update since Sumeru. Yo mi sorpresa de Ferrero Rocher. Por lo menos los Ferreros no llevan queso, ¿verdad? At least Ferreros do not have cheese, right? They do not have cheese. Yeah, it's so exciting! I can't wait to see the places and the music and wow! The story is also looking so interesting. I'm so glad they are focusing at last on the deep lore part of Genshin. I'm really looking forward to it. It's super hype. Also, there's two characters I wanna roll for. My favorite announced character is the lady with the horns. That's my favorite so far. I really wanna get her, and I also really wanna get the other lady that is also Dendro, at least seems to be the one that has kind of snake vibes. I want those two ladies. I really need them. First of all, because they call me the green grocer because I collect all the Dendro characters. I wanna have all the vegetables. So if Dendro character, I want it. And it's two very cool ladies, so I need both of them. I really need both of them. But my favorite is the one with the horns. She's so pretty. Let me see if I can show her. Those who haven't seen, because she's so cool. was Lauma, if I'm not mistaken. There's still some names I don't remember. Oh my god, it's Yanfei's birthday today! I need to log in later. Let's see. They released a very cool trailer not long ago where they showed all the characters. Yes, Lauman Nefer. I won Lauman Nefer. I need both of them. This one! Look at her! She's so pretty. She's so cool, and she's got plants in her accessories. And she's got cool horns. And she's got very pretty eyes. I'm definitely looking at her eyes. She's so cool. This is the one I want the most so far. Imagine playing Genshin Impact in 2025. Who would have thought, right? I mean, I spent a long time without playing Genshin at all. I just come back from time to time to see like the new things and get up to date with the story. But then I spend a long time without playing. But this time the hype is so real. This new update, it's super hype. You just come back for the wife. Maybe, perhaps. Most of the time I do come back whenever there's a character I want, so yeah, I am guilty of that. I come back for the waifu. And then the other one is one! Nefer! She's also super pretty. She's got a mole, by the way, and she has a snake vibes. I really want her. I really want these two a lot. I'm gonna roll for these two for sure. Yes. Genshin next update is looking great. One the same ones in Columbina. Columbina's looking super pretty too. I'm really intrigued by what's gonna be her deal. Really reminds me of Solid Snake. Yeah, right. There's something. I don't know what it is. But yeah. I'm looking forward to Genshin soon. There's still 6 weeks until the new area drops, but just a little bit longer. Getting close. So wait a second. I feel like looks way too pale. I know this is the Genshin standards of pale, but I'm not so happy with how it looks. There we go. Much better. Definitely much better. One might say she's pale as a ghost. Ooh, is that a Yomi Gardenia reference? Speaking of Genshin, I got him. Wait, what did you get? Emily, let's go! Nice! I like her a lot too. She's got a lamp. And she's a perfumer, so that means that's Mayo-coded character. Speaking of lamps, I'm also tempted to roll for the guy with the lamp. There's also a new character that has a lamp. Just because I want to make a party full of characters with lamps. That would be really funny. I really like characters with lamps. Maybe I will also roll for him. Character with a lamp is always a good concept. I have so many OCs with lamp myself. cannot help it. Moms are just cool. Yomi entered whale mode. Nah, I'm a strictly free-to-play player. I have never used money in Genshin. Did you ever do Genshin gameplay? A little bit! I have done like mostly streams for rolling for characters in the past. Some exploration streams also. But the story I think I've done it mostly on my own. But I did play a little bit of some events on stream, I think. And some like character stories. It's been a long time though. I also did a stream trying to walk from Mondstadt to Sumeru. Showed us a bit of Genshin in one of the Helltaker streams. True! Hahaha, the Helltaker streams, good old times, right? Indeed. I think the one where I walked from Mondstadt to Sumeru, I think that's one of my most watched streams for some reason. That was fun. It was a shame that the game started lagging a lot in the desert and I had to stop it, but I managed to walk from Mondstadt to Sumeru. At least I managed to do it. I did not get to the end of the map, but I did get to Sumeru indeed. Wonder how long it would take now to walk from one end of the map to the other by walking. Like not even running, it was walking. At the super slow speed. It was like a 5-hour long stream. The shadow of the hair is like kind of big. I think that's to the flower. I made this character before any Dendro characters were released. This was the manifestation of my wishes for Dendro characters to exist. Problem is I'm not gonna be able to the light to the hair once more. Hair is too thick. Maybe next day I'll be able to finish all the characters in this list. I'm gonna start to have to get ready for the next list. Oh no. Time has passed way faster than I thought it would. Get the next characters ready. Some of them I only have very old doodles, so I'll have to do some digging on my hard drive. It's not the list of accuracies! No! not. It is not. It would never be. It's the list of the lesser key of Solomon. Speaking of Genshin, in Genshin they use the lesser key of Solomon a lot. So you're gonna see some familiar names. There is even a Paimon in my OCs. It's not Genshin, not Genshin Paimon. Let it be known that I made my Arzagoetia demons before Genshin existed also. Maybe I can start preparing the file even before we end the stream. Finish the shading next day. Since I'm ready, I can show you a little bit of the next characters. Because at most there's only gonna be like 2 more streams before we have to start them. Some of them still don't have designs though. Gonna have to work on that. That's what was worrying me the most. That some of the characters still don't have designs. But we'll get to that. Eventually we'll get to that. Try to make designs for them. I really like a lot of their designs. I'm looking forward to doing chibis of them. I did try to do like chibis of all of them in the past. So I do have some chibis that I can use as references for them. I can even do the same poses that I did back then. But that was yet another Pain Monday that failed to be completed. Chibis I was doing back then were also a lot more complex, a lot more detailed. There's a lot of details in her design that she's gonna add as afterwards. Like these golden lines in the cape. Not that late. First we're just gonna add the overall shadows. Oh true! Speaking of shadows, I have been doing some clothes studies lately. I've got them on Clip Studio, so I can't really show them right now, but I kind of want to do some of that on stream. I want to do more studies of photos. Found some photos that had interesting clothes. I tried to draw them, learn the shading and everything. And it's been fun so far. I want to do more photo studies. Maybe we could do that. I think it could be fun. This learning experience. And it's something I really need to do. I think it's something I'm lacking. I need to do more stuff. I also wanted to do some more studies of backgrounds like I used to do. Maybe we could do that one of these now that art fight is done. Because now I can go back to drawing other things. Drawing basically whatever I want. I can do studies. We could do periodic character design someday. I can do a lot of things. Very, very light green. Here we go. I'm gonna do the eye, and then we can see if I can find some of the next zoo season. Instead of adding the shadow, what I'm gonna do is gonna be Victor. It's opposite day. I'm gonna paint the eye the opposite way. Instead of painting the shadow in it, I'm gonna paint the light in it. Here we go. Redesign her a little bit someday. I feel like one of the things that I would change nowadays is maybe the cape. I like the rest of the design a lot, but I think the cape I could change a little. I don't know, I like it. Maybe we'll just... Alright. I think mostly her shadows are done. There's the spear missing, but it shouldn't take that long next day. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be sitting, and I'm gonna prepare the next file for the next characters. Let's see. Make file named OC Chili's Challenge. Already 6 files of the challenge. Okay. Now that this is number 6, and delete what we have. Everything. Now we've got the template. Empty template. The next card. Okay. So the next list of characters, it's gonna be a little bit difficult to find references for some of them because a lot of them I've got them only in doodles. So to begin with, the first 3 characters, I have no idea where to find references of them right now. I think one of them I might be able to, but I cannot promise anything. Let's... maybe if I look around my Tumblr, we'll see. I do have also a list where I do have some portraits of them, but that's like super bare bones as references. That's gonna be a little bit difficult. But I guess it works temporarily. Look for them in Shin Megami Tensei. That's true, they are also there. Oh my god, Demi! The Demi! Oh! The one... What? Please don't headbutt the keyboard, okay? And here. I have gotten the habit now to put like a pillow where I lean my arm on the table, and the cats really like to sit there. At least now it's a little bit more practical, because before they used to occupy that space where I lean my arm, and now they just on top of my internet died for a while. I meant Emily. Yay! I read that. Let's go! Congrats! Emily is really nice. I really like her a lot. I do have some portraits, very minimal portraits of them, but I guess that can work temporarily. So yeah, the first one, this guy, most average demon that you could ever imagine. That's one of them. That's the first one of the list. I've got them in the same order as the Lesser Key of Solomon. The second one, I do not have the full reference right now, but I do also have the portrait. This one, it's him, John Demon. It's just him, John Demon, John Devil Guy. So true. I think he's one of the first ones I made, and I just wanted him to be like very generic on purpose. It just fits him. Somehow it just fits him. And also it's kind of a funny contrast, because this guy, he's the one that makes parties and invites all the other demons. He's actually very chill. It's the funniest thing. So the second one, I have no reference, but this one is the third one. I do have this doodle somewhere. I have no idea where, but I have it. I'll look for it, I guess. So that's the third one. The fourth one, though, I do have pretty good references of her. I have drawn her multiple times. It's gonna be a little bit here. John Deere Jr. His favorite hobbies are cutting grass on a Sunday morning. Satan the Veal. Literally him. That's just him. He's a chill guy, lives in a mansion, he just makes parties and invites all the other demons. He just wants to have a chill time. The next one is this lady over here. This was one of the chibis I did, by the way. One of the chibis that I did when I tried to draw all of them as chibis, so I guess I can reuse this pose and everything. I got this other art of her. What they don't realize is that he's him. I am him. I really like this one. One interesting thing of her design is that her hair is actually long. She's got it like kind of curved forward. It's set in a very weird way, but you can see it a little bit behind that the hair is curved. She's got the yaoi hands. Yep, she does. She's got very big hands. She got hands, you could say. She truly got hands. After that, I also do not have his design. Like, number 2 and number 5 are gonna be a problem. I have not designed them. That's a problem. We'll see what we can do about this. Number 6, I do have him designed, but I do not have him at hand. I do remember his design. Wait a second. There is somewhere I can find some. It's the same place where I usually find designs I don't have drawings of. It's these! I can find them in the pixel art! How to find the guy, because I know I did a pixel art of him, but good luck finding him among these people. Yay! Oh, I found him. It's this one, number 388. That's the guy. Take a screenshot of him. I'll find the doodle that I've got. I remember drawing him one singular time and never again. But there's the guy. There's numbers. There we go. And then that's sitting on my arm, by the way. She literally has my arm under her butt. I cannot move my arm now. The next one... Oh wait, no! This one I do have a reference. But I've got him on my notebook and I don't think I have taken a photo of it, so... I'll take a photo of it and... Who's the next? Next one, I do also have a doodle of him here in the little portraits. There's the guy. Another kind of average looking demon guy. After that, there's another character I have not designed, so I correct myself. Number 2 and number 8 are gonna be a problem. Number 5 is not gonna be that much of a problem, but number 2 and number 8, yes, they are gonna be a problem. I don't know what I'm gonna do with their designs. I do kinda have them visualized, but I have never drawn them. That's a problem. I'm gonna have to do that before we get to them, which is gonna be very, very soon, like in 2 weeks or 3. So, after that, 8 goes number 9, and number 9 might sound familiar to Genshin players. Her name is Paimon and she looks a bit different from what you might remember. There's my Paimon! I like her a lot. Remove the references. I've got some other doodles of her, but not many. She's got a bit of a long face. And then there's the other one. She's a diva, yeah, she's super diva. I really like her design, especially the big bow on the back. I like it. It's kind of a simple design, but I think it works out pretty well. Next one, I only have a silly doodle, so I'm so sorry to him, but he's just a dude. He's a very chill guy. He just wants to like water his plants and chill. He's a bit up. He's shy. He's just a little guy, yeah. I don't think I have a pixel art of him, sadly, so I'll have to get to doing his full design also. The next one I do have a pixel art. It's this lady over here. And I do have a little doodle of her too. The cool old lady with a pipe. And I've got of her some paper, so it doesn't look that good, but it works. It works to see her face and stuff. As you can see, they are all kinda like elegant. They are all prepared for the party. The next one I do have a doodle song, but I don't remember. I think I moved it to the hard drive. I'm not sure if I have a pixel art. Maybe I don't. don't think I do, so I'll just have to find that other doodle. But I think that's the first page. Save. I think we can leave it here for today. I think for now that's good enough for us. Now we have finished 2 characters and a half. The first page kinda... It's a little bit empty, you know, it's missing some references. We gotta fix that. Yeah, I'm glad that I can finally do these chibis because at last I will have references of all of them, which is something I've been needing to do for a while. I promise that some of the next ones have a lot more drawings. I do promise that because it's true. A lot of them have a lot more arts than others, so it's not gonna be a problem for all of them. But yeah, like for example, you can see that here there's any person with horns that you see here in this part of the pixel arts. That's the demons. That's the demons that we're gonna be drawing now. Like all the people in this row and some of the row below here, they are also part of this list. So we're gonna be seeing them around from like the next weeks onwards. They will be accompanying us for a while. But yeah, for now, I think this will be all for today. So, for now, tomorrow I'm gonna be trying to finish Samurai's 3. Like I mentioned, I'm 100% gonna be using a guide because I have accepted that I'm not beating that game without a guide. It's a bit impossible, so I'm just gonna be following a guide and I'll be happy. I'll just enjoy the ride as it is. So yeah, that's what's gonna be the plan for tomorrow. Samurai's 3, and then I'll see you again on probably... I'm not sure if Wednesday or Thursday actually. There's some plans for Wednesday, by the way. If it's not on this channel, it's gonna be on another channel, so I'll let you know. I'll let you know tomorrow what the plan is, because maybe I'll be streaming my side, maybe I'll be only on the collab side, because there's a little collab on Wednesday. It's gonna be way later than usual, so it's gonna be around like 7 hours after the usual time, so I'll let you know once more details are decided. But yeah, it's gonna be for Wednesday, kinda, well, technically early Thursday, depending on where you are, what time zone you are, but yeah. Strategy Masterclass? Wait, what? So, let me... see, we can see the ones that we finished today. Pretty good progress, even if it's been only 2.5. I think it's good enough today. But yeah, for now that will stop. Thank you so much for accompanying me today. Muchas gracias por acompañarme. Y por ahora, cuidaos mucho. Y nos veremos a la próxima. For now, take care. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.